On 4/21/11, Las Vegas was chemtrailed from dawn to dusk. I observed planes from 6:25 a.m. to 7:57 a.m., 1:52 p.m. to 2:45 p.m., and 3:51 p.m. into 4:22 p.m. And I identified a total of 42 commercial jets chemtrailing in the Las Vegas area. We're going to dispense with the Flight Explorer and Flight Aware data just to get these planes in as quickly as possible. It's 2:29 on 4/21/11, and we're looking at Delta 1320's chemtrail as it passed through the Las Vegas area. Up and over, back down toward the southwest, and we have another plane coming into the Las Vegas area, coming out of the southwest or the greater Los Angeles area. And we'll pull in, see if we can take a look at it. Its chemtrail is starting to form up, so this is like a lot of the planes that come into the Las Vegas area. They've already reached cruise altitude about 5 minutes earlier, and so it's not like they're coming up to cruise, and that's why we're seeing the chemtrail start. But they're already at cruise for about 5 minutes, and when they reach the Las Vegas, California border, or the Nevada, California border, they start chemtrailing. So this is American Airlines 32 flying at 37,000 feet out of LAX going to JFK. It's a B762. We're getting a pretty good shot of it right here. And American doesn't paint their planes on the bottom at all. But if you look very, very closely at this, there is a little pattern on the wings. And that pattern signifies that this is an American Airlines. Let's take a look at the chemtrail that it's left. You can see the one from the Delta 1320 on the left, and then American is there, right there, up and over again, and down toward the northeast. So we're getting a very large chemtrail off of American Airlines 32 today. Got another plane that's come into the Las Vegas area. It's turned toward the east and now flying through the southern sky. And again, it's turned on chemtrailing as it entered the area. Crosses under that previous chemtrail left by American Airlines 32. And now flying into the southern sky. This is United Airlines 890. Flying at 35,000 feet, LAX to JFK. It's a B752. There it is, flying off into the east. And we'll pull back and take a look at the chemtrails that have already been left. There's its chemtrail as it crossed over American Airlines 32, and there it is as it started chemtrailing over in the southwest. Follow it over, and now we're watching it fly off into the northeast. Looking southwest, we have two planes coming up. Looking at the one on the right, that point now, the one on the left, which is closer to us, starting to fly up and toward our location. And we'll pull in and take a look. It is a 4-engine plane. It is KLM 602, flying at 33,000 feet out of Los Angeles International, headed towards Amsterdam. It is a B747. Now we're up and over. We can actually take a look at the characteristics of the plane. If you look very carefully, you can see that it has a blue tail on it. That's characteristic of the KLM airplanes. That's their paint scheme. Following the trail down toward the southwest where the plane entered the greater Las Vegas area. Now we're up and over down toward the southwest. Follow it back up and over. And we're watching KLM 602 at 33,000 feet fly off to the northeast. And there, hanging in the sky, is the results of KLM 602 as it flew into the greater Las Vegas area. Left a chemtrail that's hanging in the sky. Follow it up a little bit. There it is. And now we have another plane coming in, and it's just flying over the top of my location. A little bit better shot of it. This is Continental 90 flying at 33,000 feet out of LAX going to Newark, and it is a B739 airplane. These airplanes have a characteristic of having the landing gear exposed on the bottom of the plane, so if you look at it very carefully you can see two black circles. Now we've gone back over toward the southwest again and seeing another plane come into the area. So as all the other planes, it's come across the California-Nevada border, turns its chemtrail system on and starts to chemtrail as it comes into the greater Las Vegas area. This is United Airlines 843 flying at 37,000 feet out of LAX going to Chicago. It's a B752 and it is leaving a big chemtrail on us today. We'll pull back and take a look at it a little bit here. There's a chemtrail in the southwestern sky. And it's getting pretty close to the sun now, so we won't look at it as it goes or flies closer to the sun. Here's a crossing airplane in the southern sky. You can see the chemtrail that it's left. And the planes that fly in the southern sky from my location are very difficult to pick up. The camera doesn't want to focus on it a lot, and sometimes they're just too far away to get an accurate view of the plane or get a good photo of it. You can see the camera's hunting for focus at this point. So this plane is unidentified. And now we're watching United 843 at 37,000 feet fly into the northeastern sky. It's making a small course correction. Now we'll go up and over and take a look at the chemtrail that it's left. And there's that crossing plane coming out of the east and going west. Back up and over on the United Airlines 843. You can see his small course correction. And we're watching the United plane fly off into the northeast. Once again, large chemtrail that it left hanging in the southwestern sky and being crossed by that east to west plane, which is now flying off generally toward the west at this point. I might mention that the conditions for supersaturation over ice do not exist over Las Vegas. So these are not persistent contrails. These are chemtrails that we're watching.